For most people, the ocean means sun and surf, a day of playing in the waves and building sandcastles. But the ocean is full of many amazing and unique animals. I'm Ruth Diltz, an interpreter here at the zoo. Today, to celebrate World Oceans Day, we're going to look at some of the ocean dwellers that call St. Louis home. The ocean is indeed home to many amazing animals. Today we're going to take a look at our seals and sea lions and see just how the zoo is able to care for these unique animals. First, let's make sure we can tell the difference between the two. Here at the zoo we have both harbor seals and California sea lions. And although they're both pinnipeds, or fin-footed mammals, they have quite a few differences. Harbor seals are short and chubby. They have very small little front flippers and short hind flippers. They use their hind flippers to propel themselves through the water, kind of like a fish in a back and forth motion. California sea lions have very large front flippers, and they use those to propel themselves through the water, much like an oar or a paddle. Their ears are different as well. Seals don't have any external ears, while sea lions have an external ear flap. That's a great way to tell them apart when you see them at Sea Lion Sound. Another really big difference between seals and sea lions is how they move about on land. With those short flippers, seals can't really get around very well. They mostly scoot along on their belly. But sea lions use those big powerful flippers and their hind flippers, which they can rotate underneath their body, to walk around on all fours. They can move around quite quickly and even outrun a human for short distances. You may have visited the zoo and seen one of our sea lion shows full of energetic antics. The behaviors you see in the shows are certainly enriching for our animals and visitors. But the most important training that goes on here is what we call husbandry training. In short, this training teaches behaviors that help our animals to voluntarily participate in their own health care, so we can take the best possible care of them. Let's look at some of the husbandry behaviors that our keepers work on with our seals and sea lions. When you go to the doctor, does he ask you to open your mouth and say, "Ah"? That's a behavior that you'll see the keepers ask the seals and sea lions to do as well. This allows them to examine their tongue, their gums, and teeth. Did you know that an adult sea lion's teeth are brown? Unlike humans, sea lions do not have any enamel on their teeth. So although they're born with sparkly white teeth, over time their teeth turn a brown color. Sea lions in the wild may chew on seaweed, which acts as a sort of natural toothbrush to clean their teeth. Here at Sea Lion Sound, our keepers train the animals to allow them to brush their teeth. That way, they can clean the teeth of any debris and also get the animals used to having their mouths examined. Do you know anyone that wears glasses or contacts? Maybe you wear them. Sea lions don't wear glasses, but preventative eye care is very important. Like humans, seals and sea lions can develop eye problems as they get older. This can include cataracts, glaucoma, and blindness. Because of this, another behavior that they train the animals to do is to accept eye drops on a routine basis. They use a saline solution during training, which can easily be transitioned later to a medicated drop if it becomes necessary. Other behaviors that they work on are examining their eyes with lights and measuring the pressure of their eyes. One of the hardest behaviors to teach is for them to sit still. These are animals that like to move, much like your toddler at home. Both seals and sea lions swim very fast, so getting a good look at them requires them to come out on land and be still. Being able to examine their entire body may seem simple, but it is very important and can be very involved. They are trained to lie very still while the keepers walk all around them. They ask them to roll to either side and onto their back so they can check their stomach. They are also taught to hold out different body parts, like their front flippers, for example. That way they can check the underside of their flippers. By training some of these basic behaviors first, they're then able to move to more advanced husbandry behaviors that help with diagnostic care and treatment, like ultrasounds, x-rays, blood draws, and injections. Blood draw training is a priority behavior that our keepers are currently working on with our pinnipeds. They train the animals to lie calmly, and they practice all the steps of a blood draw, finding the correct spot, wiping with alcohol, poking, and then applying pressure to the spot afterwards. When they first start this training, they poke them with their fingernail, then work up to a paperclip or blunt needle, before finally introducing a sharp needle and breaking the skin for the first time. It's a slow process and requires a lot of patience. Using a similar training plan, they can also train the seals and sea lions to accept an injection in case they ever need a vaccine, medicine, or anesthesia. Training husbandry behaviors here at the zoo helps us to take the best care we can of our animals. It gives the keepers the opportunity to catch problems before they become too big. And it helps the animals to feel more comfortable if they ever have to be treated for an injury or illness. It gives the animals the opportunity to participate in their own health care and helps us to take the best care possible. We hope you've enjoyed learning about these unique ocean animals and how we care for them here at the zoo. There are lots of ways that you can help wild seals and sea lions. Go to our website and check it out. And have a happy World Oceans Day.